Hello students, so today we're going to look at how to graph sine and cosine functions when they have a horizontal shift. So today is not going to be too big of a stretch, but it's just something to keep in mind. So when they have a horizontal shift added, you should have your note sheet in front of you today. The amplitude, of course, it's still the absolute value of A. That's what we've been working on for a while already. Your period, 2 pi divided by B. Your increment is your period divided by 4. Now, determining the horizontal shift. Your horizontal shift is going to be the opposite of H. So, or your H. Now, you're going to need to make sure you pay attention to if it's a negative, it's going to move to the right. If it's positive, you're going to move to the left. So remember, it's always going to be opposite of what you think. Using the information from 1s to 4, label the axes currently, and then graph the function using transformations. So let's actually try this out. My amplitude is, oh wait, I got a negative. So remember, we're going to make a little note, flipped. Okay, my amplitude is going to be 2. My period, 2 pi divided by 2, because that's my B. I get pi. My increment is going to be pi over 4. Now, my horizontal shift, I have negative pi over 2. So that's going to be right pi out of 2. Okay. Domain is all rails again. Now, let's go ahead and graph this. So, I'm going to have my axis like that. Let's graph my amplitude. So, up to right here is 2, so it's going to draw in my amplitude line. Go ahead and go down to, go ahead and graph that. There we go. Okay, now let's put in my increments. So I'm going to have a pi out of 4 here, a pi out of 2 there, because 2 pi over 4, 3 pi out of 4, pi, 5 pi out of 4, 3 pi out of 2, 7 pi out of 4, and 2 pi. So that's 2 full rotations that currently, but now I need to shift to the right pi out of 2. Basically what this is going to do is it's going to move your y-axis over to the left or the right. So you're going to take another color. So you can't use the color used for vertical, and you can't use the one you're using for your amplitude. Find a new color. I'm going to use green. So it says right pi out of 2. So at pi out of 2, this is going to be my new y-axis right here. So now I need to make sure I go far enough over. So pi out of 2, 5 pi out of 4 would be 1, period, because that's 4 over, so I need to go 4 over again. So I need to make another one past 2 pi, so that would be 9 pi out of 2, okay? Or no, not 9 pi out of 2, 9 pi out of 4, excuse me. There we go. So now I should be able to make my graph. Remember, flipped. So instead of going up, we're going to go down. So it's going to go down this way, bounce here, and then slowly and surely we're going to make our curves. Hold on though. I didn't get all the way through, did I? Doesn't look like I made it all the way through. So it looks like I need to make another one. So that would be 10 pi out of 4, which would be 5 pi out of 2. There we go. Now I'll actually cross over. Now, why did I put a little bit more? I wanted to do 2 full periods. So from pi out of 2, I was down at the bottom here, so I'd have to hit that again, right there. Do one more. I needed to get through to that. So that made sure that I went through it the entire way. Your range is going to be easier again this time because I did not move up or down at all. So it's just going to be negative 2 and 2. So it's always going to match. Okay? Let's try another one. Amplitude is 3, period. 2 pi divided by 1/2. That's kind of gross. So 2 divided by 1/2 is 4. So I'm just going to have a pi with that. 4 pi divided by 4 is just pi. So it's going to be a lot easier to count on my x-axis, if you know what I mean. My horizontal shift, I am going to be moving to the left pi. Domain, all reals. So now, since you're moving to the left, try to give yourself some room on the left-hand side to be able to put that extra area. So I'm going to make my y-axis right here this time, a little farther away from my farthest part of the paper. That way I have some room to make that negative pi over there, right? So first part, pi. Oh, hold on. Do my amplitude. Got carried away. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, missed it. There we go. There's 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now I can start labeling in my axes. Pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, 5 pi, 6 pi, 7 pi, and 8 pi. Now, I need to go left pi. So from here, we're going to go left pi. So I'm going to have negative pi out here. Now, remember, we're going to take our green color, because that's my green color for my moving left, and put a negative pi, put a green line. So that way, that's my new y-axis. Now I can start graphing. Cosine. So I'm going to start at the top here. Go through 0, 0 this time. Bounce. 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 And straight through. Now, if you notice, I went 1, 2, so I went a little bit over 2 periods, but that's okay. If you go over a little bit, by all means, go over. Just don't go under 2 periods. My range then is from -3 to 3. And that's the end of this video. This is Miss Marsh, signing off.